Today we're going to talk about two very overpriced stocks that still can grow a lot, which is a bit of a contradiction, but it is possible and they are, in my book, overvalued, but that's okay. I am talking about AMD and ARM. They just released their quarterly earnings yesterday and they were very good. AMD beat about every estimate. They had a bigger revenue than expected at about 10.25 billion for this quarter alone. And they're also making more profit than expected. So AMD really did good. If they keep this revenue up for the rest of the year, they will end up in about 40 billion of revenue for the whole year. So that's pretty nice. And ARM also showed a great revenue increase of more than 20%. This quarter they had a revenue of about 1.5 billion. And if they keep this up for the rest of the year, they will end up with a revenue of about 6 billion. ARM is also a very profitable company. So both companies doing great. As a company perspective, the company is doing great. But when you look at the stock price, to me they are currently very overvalued. ARM is even way more overvalued than AMD. But I still believe there is still room to grow because right now there's a lot of hype, as we all know, about AI and AI stocks and companies that do stuff with AI. And there is still a lot of revenue growth in that sector. But the valuations are really getting crazy. The stock of AMD this year alone has doubled already, and the current valuation of the whole company is about $687 billion. Considering with the current revenue and with the current income stream, that makes them having a PE ratio of about 140. So to put it in perspective, Apple has like a PE ratio of 35 or something. So 140 is a lot. So it means the company needs to grow their revenue and their profit with really big numbers in the future to justify those PE ratios and that market cap. So of course, there's now a lot of hype and hype sells, so it might as well be that within the next, 6 months, the stock again doubles. It's very well possible, but I don't see it 10xing from here. I don't think this will be a $6 trillion company in the near future. So if you want to make very big profits, I don't think AMD is the way to go. Now, ARM is even more overvalued. ARM currently will have around a revenue of $6 billion for this year. And even if they keep the profit margins as is, which is around, let's say 50%, that means they have a profit of 3 billion. However, ARM currently has a market cap of about 250 billion. So that's a PE ratio of 279. That's double the PE ratio of AMD, which I already thought was sky high. They are growing now at 20% year over year, which is way too little to justify this market cap or this valuation in my book. So it might be that, yeah, of course there is hype about those stocks, so it might still grow. I'm gonna have a little look. This year ARM also almost doubled in value, just like AMD. So it was already probably overvalued the 1st of January. Now it's double that overvalued. So people really don't care about valuations or anything like that. It's something that I learned. You should not have a look at that. You have to look at what is the current hype. And the current hype is, of course, AI and all those things. So both those stocks, AMD and ARM, could still double in the future, but I don't see them like 10xing, which is what we look for in this channel. We are looking for companies that can 10x, 100x, which is very difficult, but of course, it's more fun to do. Now, as a company, both of them are doing great. Both of them will continue to grow in the near future with demand for AI chips and all still going strong. I'm sure they will have outstanding and record-breaking revenues and make a lot of profit, but the valuation to me, it's becoming really crazy and really dangerous. So it looks like a bubble that might bust, but it might take a couple of years before it will bust. Of course, again, I might be wrong. I'm just a guy. What do I know? But to me, there are other opportunities in the market that make more sense. So I would have a look at those. What do you think? Are you interested in buying into AMD or ARM? Do you think it's a good bet on the future? Or do you have other companies that you are interested in right now that make more sense? Let me know in the comments. See you. Bye.